to do a behind the back pass like that, and to be able to catch the ball and put it in.
We have a junior 5'11", number 0, Tyler Brown, checking into the game.
As Heritage inbounds.
Clyde Volker will check out. And down low we have Jones, Tennell, and Obaid.
Olsen passes off to the left side. Goes back to the midcourt. Dawson defending. Goes back to Maxwell Jonas. Dump down to...
Here we go with the fast break.
Outletted to Dawson. Dawson sets, fires, drains it from three. Dawson with the hot and early from outside. I believe that's 6 points.
Take a little step.
Looks like
a little hop.
Looks like Maxwell Janis got a way to travel there, but dumps it in for a Heritage 2 points as Dawson dumps it down low to Brown.
Another offensive foul. Ace. Tyler Brown left his feet a little early that time, and the Pride defender had established position there in a low block, and they call for the offensive foul.
That'll be Brown's first foul of the evening, and that's 3 fouls for the home Vikings as we go under a minute left in the first quarter. Goes back to the midcourt, goes back to the left wing. Probes, looks, sends it back to Janis. Fires it back to the right wing. It's back up to the top.
Pride taking their time, very deliberate in that offensive set, and they end up turning the ball over to the Vikings.
Great defense by the Vikings. They had their hands out. They were waiting for every pass. And Dawson sinks another basket. Very, very good news for the Vikings if he continues this hot shooting early. Oh, out of bounds for the Pride as they retain possession.
22-13. Dawson is putting in jumpers left and right, Ben.
Definitely a hot shooting night for him.
I know that at some point Rod is going to let me know how many points Trent has.
Oh. Dawson fires another one, misses, but Jake Jones is there to clean up the mess as the quarter winds to a close. And with that, after the end of one, Loudoun Valley up 25 to 22, I meant.
24-13 according to the official score. Over here? Yeah. I think it was Jake Jones.
Yeah.
All right, we're straight? How much does Dawson have? Here we go. Here's our first quarter stat. Look at that. Bam, right in front of everybody. He's got 10, according to our statistician, Mr. Ogren. Let me see here. Tennell, 4 rebounds, okay. I know Clyde. I thought Clyde had a couple boards, but only got him with 1. That's all right. Cooper's on the board. And looks like Nate Olafson with 5 and Max Janis with 5. Only 3 people have scored for the Pride. They look to have trouble moving the ball around offensively, Ben. Looks like they're not quite sure what they want to do with the ball on offense. People are standing around a little bit. I don't know if they're intimidated coming in here to Loudoun Valley. You can look by the size advantage that the Vikings have, but it looks like they need to have a little bit more movement in their offense. Who hasn't missed yet, Rod?
Dawson hasn't missed yet, I don't think.
Dawson, what is he, 4-4 from the field?
Yeah. As we come back for the second quarter, Heritage promptly turns it over back to the jungle.
Yep.
A little gentle ribbing there. As Dawson takes command. Pass in half court. Defended by the Pride. Dawson spins, drives it to the lane, puts it up, misses. Obaid with the rebound.
It's an entirely different
back.
story tonight on the boards, right? We talked about it earlier. The Vikings are dominant on the boards, as they should be, with the huge height advantage over the Pride.
And very little boxing out from the Pride to lead to that easy underneath basket there. It's like a game of volleyball underneath the Viking hoop as
Oh, man.
Dawson runs over one of the Pride.
Yeah, he snuck in there a little bit behind him. He's tried to establish position and draw the offensive foul. I think he did that because he's seen a lot of offensive fouls already called by that official, but he didn't get that one.
It looks like they called Gio Siegler on that foul.
Now, you got to remind me to be careful what I say about the officials with Rod in the booth.
I'll be sure to do that, Bill.
Ace down there.
I never met a man in stripes I didn't love.
Jones fires it back, or passes it back to the corner. Received by Adams as it nearly gets put on his back. Gives it back to Dawson.
They could have called a foul there, but they didn't. There's another three launched by Dawson.
Dawson fires again and scores.
Oh, he is El Fuego. As he looks over to he's popping his number out. He's putting his shirt out. He's pimping it up a little bit. He's 5 for 5 from the floor.
Oh,
he missed one? Yeah.
Well, 4 for 5.
I don't know. The statisticians give me bad information.
Or 5
1 minute
for 6.
He's 4 for 4. He makes another one. He's not 5 for 5.
Heritage splits the double team by the Vikings. Drops it in. Maxwell Janis with that basket.
Oh, good luck. Good luck.
Outlet pass.
Oh.
And Volker finishes on an awesome outlet pass, would you say, Bill?
That was how you play the game of basketball right there. A whole different Vikings team tonight than the last time we saw them here at Loudoun Valley.
It seemed like someone had to pay for their lackluster performance a couple days ago.
Well, that's something you don't see every night right there. I hope we get a replay of that one. He threw it off the top of the backboard. It almost sat up, and then it fell through the hoop. Unfortunately, it's not going to count for the Pride.
Oh, that would be a turnover for the Pride.
You don't see that every day.
Dawson dribbles, passes midcourt, picked up by the Heritage defense.
I think Dawson is 5 for 6 from the field, Ben.
As Adams gets it, dumps it down in the corner to Volker.
Look at this motion offense by they're moving. They're
puts
looking
it up
good.
to the top wing of
They're all moving
Dawson.
around, cutting through the lane.
Adams passes to Volker. Volker throws it inside. Jones puts it up. Ball rolls off the rim, but it looks like a foul will be called.
Yeah, that was very nice. You know, you and I appreciate the game of basketball. You sit here and watch that offense. All 5 of the guys in motion. No one standing around. Complete opposite of what we've seen so far on the other end of the floor, where the Heritage offense is a little slow. No one's really cutting to the hoop, which would explain the 31-15 deficit.
And they called that foul on number 2, I believe, Nathan Olafson, which would be his first. As we get a whistle here.
Dawson almost stole the inbounds, but he knocked it into the stands, and the Pride will inbounds once again. Full court pressure by Valley.
Ball comes in to Maxwell Janis as he dribbles, but gets stopped by Adams before the midcourt. Goes past midcourt, fires to the left corner, back to the left wing. Lays it up, misses everything. Collected by Obeid as he falls, lose the ball, back to Heritage as they put up a hoop. Basket, count it, and the foul.
Well, I'll give the Pride credit. They worked and hustled, and they got a bucket out of that one. They worked, and they were on the loose ball. Right after they missed a wide open, the Red Sea parted there, and the Valley defense allowed the guy to walk right to the hoop, but he missed a 1-footer. But they do get rewarded for hustling on the loose ball and jump on the board. It's the first bucket they've scored in quite some time.
And they call that foul on Volker, I believe, his second, team 4th. As we get substitutions here. Looks like
Jake Jones giving Coach Dawson some nice minutes tonight. Excellent work, very active.
Cooper Tennell replaces Jake Jones there as Dawson comes by midcourt, dribbles, puts it to the left wing. Adams comes around to the free throw line, puts up a 2 and scores.
Once again, everybody's in motion.
34-18 Vikings advantage with 4:37 left in the second quarter here. As Heritage puts up a basket right below the free throw line, misses, comes back to the Pride into the left or right corner.
Here's a fast break. There's Robbie Adams out front. chooses not to go up and then slow it down.
Adams spins around again, goes back to the hoop, tries to do too much and throws it away to the Pride as they come racing back. Dump it down. Luckily, the Pride get it back, goes back to the right wing, shoots, fires for 3.
Max Janis once again from downtown, the 6'3 sophomore, number 4.
Adams drops another one right after the Pride do that, or go on their 3, as a timeout's called
Vikings.
by the Vikings for a 30-second timeout, it seems.
We got a replay action over there, boss man?
I think so.
All right, here we go. Now, for the thousands of people joining us on this broadcast tonight, we want to let everyone know that we're not allowed to talk during the replay until it comes up. Is that correct?
You better talk during the replay.
Oh, we'll just do whatever the boss
Oh,
man
here.
says up here. Well, we were going to have some replays, but
The referees want to get play started here again.
I guess that's life in the press
Well,
box.
we'll get that replay later to you. Well, we will tell you that right now, with 3 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the first half, the Vikings, a completely different team than the last time we saw them here at Loudoun Valley when they were playing county. They're up a commanding 37-21.
As Heritage passes midcourt. Jumps it down to the left side.
Ooh,
Comes back out top. Looks like they get Dawson for a foul there.
that's a useless foul there. No need to foul in that situation.
Definitely not. That will be Dawson's second foul. His team's
The
fifth.
jungle giving it to him a little bit. They thought that the Pride guard was a little soft in that play.
I don't know. I think you got to call that, though,
Oh.
as the Pride sink another 3.
No, that's once again, that's Max Janis, another one from the exact same spot. He hit the last one. He likes that spot in the corner.
Even though Vikings look to have a commanding lead here, that 3 ball is really keeping the Pride closer than Valley, I think, would want them to be.
And just like that, all of a sudden, people are not moving as much as they used to be. So they're standing around a little bit now. They got to get back in that motion. No one's moving around.
Dawson goes to the right, dribbles,
There they go. Now they're going to pick it up a little
Looks.
bit. There they go.
drops it off to Adams at the top as he throws to Obeid, who puts up a floater, misses, rebounded by the Pride and taken the other way. Come to the ball, goes to the left corner, comes back out top.
Janis is calling for it. I think he's feeling a little bit.
Back to Janis as he directs his offense where he wants him to be.
Oh,
Defended by Dawson. Dawson takes
just
the ball
picks his pocket.
and
Just
goes the
came
other
up
way.
and picked his pocket.
Drops a nice pass to Clyde Volker as he puts up the basketball and scores.
An easy transition bucket there for the Vikings.
Definitely look like a different team as the Vikings lead the Pride 39-24.
Now they're in their familiar 2-3 zone, Ben.
Definitely are. Looks like they need to get their hands up a little bit if they expect the 2-3 to work the way they want it to, as Obeid picks the rebound off the glass and gives it off to Dawson, who stops, fires, and once again from downtown
Sizzling.
16.
as Dawson connects with that 3 to give him 16 points.
Now, if he has 16 in the first half, is he on pace for 32?
It looks like it. He's definitely the highest scorer in this game, I would say.
Well, you know, I got a University of Maryland degree, so I can do that quick math on the fly, Ben.
Oh, yes, Maryland is a fine institution.
Oh, man.
And happened to be my favorite college basketball team, as is Bill's.
Oh, it is mine too, but I'll tell you what, they looked. Did you go to the game?
I did not. I'm glad I didn't because.
Okay.
Whew.
Yeah, that was horrible.
In other news, Tennell gets a rebound, fumbles it, ends up in the hands of Volker. As miscommunication happens in the midcourt, but the ball settles with Adams as he throws to the right side to Jones. As stops, looks, throws it back.
Vikings run a little bit of clock here. They're not in any hurry.
45 seconds left. Heritage down 42-24 as the ball comes to Jones. Jones gives it to Volker up top. Back to Brown. Brown pivots, searches, comes back to the right. Goes back to the left to Jones. He holds the ball with 20 seconds left.
Well, that is not going to make Coach Dawson happy, and immediately he's going to get his son back in the game. He didn't like that possession at all, and Tyler Brown will check out with 19.8 to go, and he brings in Dawson to try to get the last hoop of the half.
Definitely playing with fire, dribbling so close to the sideline there. Looks like Dawson's planning to play for one shot here. Past the top of his head. I'm not sure what that play is called, but they better decide what they're doing because.
Oh, they call the reach. That'll be the 5th team foul on Heritage, so he's not going to the line. Not the worst foul.
And it leaves about 5 seconds left on the clock as Dawson gets the ball from the inbound. Puts up a prayer, fires just a bit short. Heritage collects, and we have reached the end of the second quarter as the Loudoun Valley Vikings go into half, up 42-24 against the Heritage.
And a little noise
Pride.
there from the Heritage student section on that long, you know, they had the air ball. They're down by what? They're down 42-24, and they do the air ball chant.
And as we
here we go. We got a replay.
As we promised.
Is this the ball open? Watch this jump shot here. You don't see this every day. Oh, there it is, stuck, and then it goes right through the hoop. They ought to give him 2 baskets for that. He ought to get 4 points for that. Look at that. Right through the hoop. Unfortunately, it did not count. Oh, we got some action here, Ben. What we got here? Who we got here? Blue Ridge Middle School? An inter-squad game? Looks like we got Blue Ridge travel teams out here, huh?
Interesting change of pace here.
I see Mike Caban out there. I don't know why he's out there. And it's Claire Volker. Are they coaching this? What we got here, Rod? 2 travel teams?
Yeah, I think so.
Blue Ridge?
Yeah. It was like 6th grade if I had to guess.
There's a quick bucket for the white squad. Is this? Are we streaming this?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Stream everything.
All right, it's 2-0 white. There's number 22. He's a 5'1" junior out of Emmerich Elementary.
For your viewing pleasure.
Oh, we don't have any rosters here. All we can give you is numbers. We don't have any rosters, but it is a 2-2. Oh, it's a steal.
And helter-skelter action.
He's going coast to coast, number 22. Looks like he was fouled, but I don't see a referee on the floor. You definitely got Hammer going up for the layup.
Definitely a free-for-all here.
Who? Oh, there's no coaches are going to call fouls.
Oh, between the legs pass. How about that? Or dribble, I meant.
They're letting them play.
Oh, my.
23 down on the low block to 32. He takes it under the basket.
Very little defensive resistance.
This is my play-by-play practice. I think it's still 2-2.
White takes it up and puts it in.
Nobody in the jungle even clapped for that bucket.
Yeah, the Jungle used all their energy in the first half.
They're not calling any fouls. He must have got all ball in that one. Up and down action here, Ben. Riveting.
Definitely looked like it.
It's riveting.
White knuckle.
Number 2 stops his dribble, cuts down the lane. An underhand back scoop shot by
Puts it
number
in.
23.
Look like the Globetrotters out there.
Well, no, when you're that age and you got number 23 on your jersey, you got to do something special, right?
Definitely.
What's the matter?
Look at the score.
Well,
I don't think that's right.
I don't think it's right, but it's 42 to 24.
All right, I gotta fix this. So I'm not gonna stream them.
All right.
I gotta figure out what the heck happened here. Yeah.
We still live here?
Yeah.
All right, let's do our sponsors here while you're figuring that out. All right. Once again, this broadcast tonight brought to you by Rod Ogren. I got my main man, Ben Latrario. I'm Bill Russatella. We affectionately go by Rigatoni and Ravioli. All right, but this action is not possible without all of our friends here at the Booster Club. Mike Bogucki, and especially a special thanks to Huntington SAT and ACT Tutoring. Dr. Gricius Orthodontics, Steigerwald, Gordon, and Koch Wealth Advisors. Terry's Body Shop. Tim Mady, Wealth Management, White Pine Capital Group. Thanks to Browning Equipment. Patty Schumann Photography. Dr. Terry Orthodontics. A special thanks to Wink Vision, Kelly Gayton, Magnolias, LBO Technology, Pest Now, Prime Time Studio and Design. Our friends over at Olympus Gym, Norbo Dental, and Bridges Auto Center. Also, thanks to our Lydia Clark, our friend Lydia, a big sponsor of Hometown Sports. Jenny's Salon, the Lowers Risk Group, Catoctin Foot and Ankle, Spanky Shenanigans,
I just wrote something down.
Road Yachts. Special thanks to Old 690, Food Pro, My Deli and Cafe, and Percival Floors.
Well, thank you for the sponsor read there.
We're going to go to a commercial?
Looks like we'll go to commercial then.
No talking during the commercials. behind the back. Oh, no, the bounce pass underneath.
Well, welcome back to the broadcast booth, and we have that replay we promised.
We got some technology rolling here. Here we go. The Pride on offense. Dawson picks his pocket, reverses his dribble, comes down. Nice bounce pass right down the lane. Who's out? Volker picking up the bucket.
Mr. Dependable.
Once again, we talk about it all the time. The Vikings seem to do well when they get out in front and run the ball in transition. Really polished on the fast break. I don't know how many fast break points they had, but I can tell you they dominated the boards in that first half. They got some easy buckets, and of course Dawson was on fire from the floor. I think he put in 16, and he went 5 for 6 from the field, I believe. Well, he missed one at the end there, but threw up a prayer.
I really feel all these fast break points are a product of the Vikings' pretty strong defense in the first half here, which kind of had lapses last game.
Yeah, this will, I don't know if they're going to, if the victory is too easy, I don't think they have another game before they play Woodbridge, do they? I mean, Woodgrove.
It don't look like it.
Wednesday.
Do they?
It's on that.
Where are we here? We got the makeup game.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. They play Parkview. Okay. Tomorrow night. All right.
There you go.
That'll be another easy.
Yeah, that should be easy.
That'll be an easy one. Parkview struggling this year.
Yeah.
What I was about to say is, as a coach, I'd always prefer to have a tough game before going into my local rival game against Woodgrove. But, they'll get some confidence built up. They should have 2 wins rolling into that game Friday night. And we know one thing, this place will be packed.
Definitely. And it looks like this week could be a little bit messy with all the snow and cold coming. But I guess we'll just stay tuned and see what happens.
I see my man Ace, the referee over there, yucking it up over there in the jungle.
Just about ready to get underway here.
We might get to see some of these bench players for Valley tonight. That'd be nice to see some of these other guys get a little more action in there. The likes of Ben Hill, Sant Meyer, Jackson Eli, get them a little time out here on the floor.
Always good to try to get those guys in the game, keep them fresh, keep them learning something every day.
Especially important this season, I think, too, Ben, as the Vikings don't have the powerhouse team they've had the last 2 years. So when playoff time rolls around this year, I expect them to have a lot of close games. They're not going to be blowing anybody out by 25 and 30 points this year.
And with that, we begin the third quarter as Dawson dribbles past midcourt, throws it to left wing to Adams, who surveys, dumps it down to Volker, spins, puts it up, misses, rebounded by Janis as the Pride get the ball and go the other way. Swinging to the left wing, back underneath, fires, puts it up, and in. The first point to the second half.
The nice offensive putback there in the tap. Had 2 big men around him. He snuck in between him and tapped it back in for the putback.
Luke just forgot the box out there, I guess. The ball comes out to Dawson at the right wing. Dribbles back, circles. Spins back to Adams. Gets deflected out of bounds. Possession remains with the Vikings. 7:07 left, third quarter. Ball taken in by Adams. Dumps it off to Dawson. Waits. As Tennell sets a screen there. Dawson dribbles. Loses it. Recovers. Drives it to the hoop. Goes past baseline. Fires it to the top. Ends up in the hands of Volker, who dribbles to the free throw line. Sets it off to the left corner. Back up to Obeyed. Goes wildly up. Misses, but there's Volker again.
There's my horse, Ben. Pounding the glass. The easy putback for number 13, Clyde Volker. Established in position.
You would think by now the Pride would be able to put a body on Volker so it don't make things easy, as they're making it. Inbounded into the corner. Double team. Puts it up. Rims in and out.
Just would not stay down. That ball was halfway down through the hoop. Looked like somebody popped it back out from underneath.
Dawson's definitely not waiting around as he puts up a 3 and misses. Picked off the glass by Tennell. Puts up, misses. Ball goes back to
Oh,
Pride.
they called it travel. Nice play by your boy. That's your horse there, Robbie Adams.
As the ball gets turned over and an offensive foul by the Pride. Adams, top of the right wing, comes back. Dribbles to his right. Dumps it off back to Dawson to the left side. Drives the lane. Puts it up. And I don't know how that one missed.
Got to be a foul there, somebody. It looked like a little bit of a rugby match to me.
Definitely got a little physical down there.
Yeah, yeah.
Letting the guys play a little bit.
Who'd they call a foul on?
Obeyed.
Obeyed. His first one. Yeah.
And teams
Well,
first.
he definitely pushed him out of the way.
Never an easy night in high school basketball, is there? Oh, looks like we've got a whistle.
Yeah, they're going to call
An
the offensive foul. I think it's on number 2. Nathan Olafson.
His second. Team
Oh, it was on 13?
second or first.
Gio Seigler picks up the offensive foul.
Dawson goes past midcourt, defended
Is-
by the Pride.
Plays a
Leave
little
it off to
rugged,
Volker.
here, Ben. Not as smooth as we saw in the first half. Lots of loose balls, sloppy passes.
Taken up to the hoop weakly there. Ball gets to Volker. Decides on not shooting that. Gives it back out to Dawson to the right side. And as he did in the first half, firing that 3 ball again. I believe that's 19 for Dawson now. On a hot shooting night. Dumps it down to the wing, or to the lane there. Puts it up and in.
That was a nice entry pass there by number 2, Olafson. Right down the middle. The Vikings turn it over. Be an easy bucket for Mustafa Sine.
Getting a little sloppy here at the 4:30 mark in the third quarter here.
And look, all of a sudden, the Pride turn up the pressure. They apply a little half-court pressure of their own.
Definitely got the Vikings a little bit rattled. Hopefully Dawson's dispossession here can settle the team down here to get a basket.
Oh, another bad pass.
Just as I say
And the
that,
Pride looked to run. Well, they had a guy breaking. They're going to take the 3.
fires, comes up a bit short, rebounded by Obeyed.
Trying to
Dribbles
get
it,
the transition 3.
Hands it off to Dawson. Dawson comes past midcourt. Fires it down to the lane and turns over the ball again.
Oh, what a nice pass that was. Janice, the beautiful bounce pass in transition. A nice look there by Max Janice. Who put it in? Was that number 5?
That's
Gio?
Sigler. 13, yeah, Gio.
Gio Seigler, number 13, with a nice pass from Janice. No call there. Bodies flying.
Dawson fires.
Dawson throws up a brick.
Way off. Not real sure head coach Chad Dawson wanted that wild 3 like that.
But you know, the sloppy plays, it looks like it's the game that the Pride like to play. It's not pretty to watch.
No.
But they're chipping away at the lead.
Vikings better be aware.
That's 3 on Dawson.
And their their third team foul, I believe. Second. Makes 1 of 2 at the foul
And
line.
Tyler Brown will check in for Dawson, who again has 3 personals.
And Max Janis at the line, shooting his second shot. First one was good. Puts it up, sinks that, and that puts the lead, or the score, 47-34 Heritage, or Vikings with 3:11 left in the third.
Janice is a good little player there. Ben's got a little, he's got good vision, making his free throws, seen him sink some jumpers, fundamentally sound, made some beautiful passes. Good all-around player, number 4, Max Janice.
I'd have to agree with that. He's led a little comeback here, bring the game a little bit closer than we anticipated.
Another turnover.
Another horrible turnover from Volker as the Pride come the other way, come out to the right wing. Janice fires up a three, misses.
Oh,
Rebounded by
they
the
got the
Pride.
putback.
Stuck back.
Gio Seigler puts it back in on the offensive glass, and the Valley lead has dwindled to 11.
Brown has the ball on the right wing, gets it up top to Adams. Adams looks, dumps it back to the right wing to Volker, who throws into the lane. Adams throws up a, I don't know what that was, couldn't call the shot. Misses.
I'll tell you, I don't blame the county coach for, I'm not county, the Heritage coach for being upset with that. It looked like he got all ball to me, Ben.
Definitely, but I guess you can't argue with the ref, and it looked like Vikings were out the.
Who said you can't argue with the refs? Is that a saying?
Oh. Tennell misses the free throw there. 47-36. Score remains as Volker comes out, and Jones comes in.
Come on, Coop.
Tennell with the second one, misses that one rather badly. Comes up short with both of those. Got to make your free throws.
There's Janice again, hanging in air, getting the rebound and putting it back in.
Definitely a show athletic ability there, but the Vikings just got lazy there and didn't block out anybody. Looking like the fundamentals are getting a little relaxed here.
I think you might see a Valley timeout here in a minute, Ben.
Head coach Chad Dawson cannot be happy with the last couple minutes of this game.
14-5 this quarter. 14-5 this quarter.
Yep.
Our chief statistician, Rod Ogren, informs us here that the Pride are currently on a 14-5 run and have possession of the ball with 1.5 minutes to play here in the third.
Well, let's hopefully the Vikings can get back to playing Viking basketball and clean things up a little bit as the ball gets bounced around, ends up in the left corner, comes down with it. Dawson takes it.
Look at Janice.
Dawson,
that was a
left
nice
wing,
dish.
dumps it down underneath, puts it up, and it looks like they call a foul before the shot.
Well, I think Coop did the pump fake, got his man in the air, and then went back up, and they called the foul. Would have been a nice opportunity for a three-point play, but he wasn't able to put back in.
That foul is on number 12, Drew Boyd, his first, team's third.
There's Coop. Little noise there from the jungle. We might need to see a Hawaiian commercial here in a minute. Some surfboards, maybe some orchids, maybe a coconut.
Maybe some cruise ships. As Obey picks up the rebound,
Obey
puts it back in. Rather fortunate bounce to the Vikings there, I'd say.
And just like that, the Viking lead pushes back up to 12.
Kind of inexcusable for Heritage to let that happen, though. As we are under a minute here, as the Pride put up a shot. Comes back to number 2, Nathan Olson, who puts it in. And
let's see what Valley's going to do. They're going to try to get a quick bucket. Oh.
They call a block on the Pride, it looks like.
The Heritage fans are not happy with that one. Oh, here we go. Quick little shot at Hawaii 5-0.
Looked like a bang-bang play there.
That's what kind of production we have here, all right?
As Tennell
Professional.
and Brown come off and replaced with Volker and Adams, I believe.
The Heritage fans were not happy with that last call, all 6 of them.
Volker out to the right wing, throws it back out to Dawson on the top. Comes back to Adams, I believe. It looks like the Vikings are just going to be content with shooting one shot here, not giving the Heritage any opportunity to come back and score as Dawson spins, throws it to the left side.
Oh!
Jones puts it up, rejected by the Pride.
13
with one,
Gio Seigler.
.4 seconds left remaining.
And I keep saying county, the Heritage fans are going wild.
Ball's inbounded with 1.4. Throws up a prayer. Comes up a bit short. And that is the end of the third quarter with the home team Vikings 50, Heritage 40. We'll be back in just a few minutes with...
Where are we going? We going somewhere? We have a real commercial here. All right.
Welcome back inside the Loudoun Valley Gym here as we get a replay real quick for you.
All right, there's Tennell, missed free throw. Obeid gets the offensive board and puts it back in. That's how you do it here in the booth. We don't play no games up here.
As we begin the fourth quarter here. Dawson on the left side dribbles, brings it back, set a screen by Obeid. Dawson goes around the screen, goes back to the right side, back to Dawson. Dawson trapped in the corner.
He had Tennell on the pick and roll. He didn't give it to him.
Looks like Volker wants to get that off to a guard here. Heritage really stepping up the defensive pressure here on this possession. Try to chip this lead down as Volker gets it. Drives into the lane, puts it up, and
nice
in.
Dive.
Volker with another tough drive to the basket. I don't know if Heritage really has any answers for Clyde here. As Heritage...
Oh, they're hanging in there, though. They're playing much better defense. And that time, Volker just wouldn't be denied, and he just took it to the hole. But you can see the Pride, a lot tighter defense. They're getting low. Way better set defensively for the Heritage Pride.
If they have any shot to get back in here, I think that's the one way they're going to do it. As Tennell drives into Volker, drives into the lane and throws it away, but possession still remains with
number 5, Jake Jones, check into the game, along with number 22, Robbie Adams. The Vikings will go with Tennell, Adams, Jones, Dawson, and Volker.
As Volker inbounds it with 6:36 remaining. Dawson at the top, dribbles, spins, drives into the lane, throws it down to the right corner. Dawson gets it back, drives the lane, puts it up,
Man, that was a hell of a drive there by Dawson. Sine was all over him defensively. He took it to the rack. Strong drive by number 2, Trent Dawson.
Great body control, too.
Amazing play.
Adams defends on the Pride there. Back in the 2-3 zone here.
Sine from downtown.
From the right side. Rebounded by the Pride. No box out from the Vikings.
No box out for the Vikings.
As the ball bounces off Jones.
Dawson not happy about that.
5:47
Tyler
remaining.
Brown's going to check in, and Adams coming out.
Definitely a quick hit hook from the head coach of the Vikings there. Settles back in the 2-3 zone. Jazz with the ball, throws it back up top. Comes cross court. So Gio Sigler with the basket there. Or Drew Boyd, I would, pardon me for that one. Ball comes out to Brown. Brown spins. Throws it to the left side to Volker, who hands it off to Dawson, who drives to the hoop, puts it up. Looks like Heritage called for the foul there. Get you a number on
Another strong drive the hole by Dawson.
And number 4, Janice with that foul, his second. Team 5th. Dawson's the line here. Misses the first one. Foul shot number 2. As Robbie Adams gets set to check back in. Sinks that free throw by Dawson. 1 of 2. As Adam comes in and Brown comes out. 5:11 remaining in the fourth.
Looks like the Heritage coach is going to call a timeout here, give us a little break in the action. I think Mr. Ogren's got something lined up for us.
This will be Dawson's drive.
All right, we're calling this one Dawson's Drive, like Dawson's Creek. You remember that?
I do.
There's Dawson taking it to the hole strong. As Ben mentioned earlier, look at the body control here as he hangs in the air, goes through 2 defenders. Look at that slow motion replay. That is amazing technology by Rod Ogren. And every time the ball goes through the hoop. That's amazing.
Bill providing our in-booth entertainment here.
You got another one lined up? That's it. Well, the Vikings have a pretty commanding. It's only 11, but it feels like it's about 20 to me. It's only 11, but I feel like they're in total control of the game.
Definitely, I just think that sloppy patch towards the end of the third quarter made things feel a lot more different in this game than they actually are.
I don't feel like the Pride they don't have the offensive weapons to erase it. An 11-point lead, I don't feel like in 5 minutes. But who knows? We'll see. Stranger things have happened. We got team fouls here. Heritage has 5.
Yes, Heritage has 5, and home Vikings have 2. 3.
It says 2 on the board. I must have it on somewhere.
Dawson D's up there.
Oh, there's a
back
turnover.
to Adams. Adams forces the ball away from the Pride, spins, takes to the hoop, gets hammered. But
I think that's going to be called on number 5, Mustafa Sine.
Robert Adams gets sent to the line for his troubles there.
Foul is on Sine.
His 3rd, I believe, team 6th.
Yep, you're right on that one, Ben.
Adams puts up the first free throw.
Way to go, Rigatoni.
I guess I'll go with Rigatoni for the rest of the week, or the game here. Adams makes another one. 57-44, Viking advantage. 4:54 left. Or 4:50. Got tangled up there, but somehow broke the double team here. Throws it back up top as
Vikings going to the 2-3 zone.
Adams defending. Ball in Janice's hand. Throws it back to the left side.
Oh, good look. Good
Dumps
look.
it underneath.
Nice look there by Sine. Cross court to the low block.
Great finish. Heritage not going away so easy, are they?
They're hanging.
Volker at top with the left side with the ball. Comes to Adams. Adams looks, dribbles, hands it off to Jones, comes back into the left wing. Fires up a shot from Volker that misses. Everything, or not everything, mostly everything.
I don't know if Clyde gets enough arc on his jumpers.
A little flat to me.
All right, 3:55 to go, and it's the Vikings 57 and the Pride 46.
They're not going to get back into the game with shots like that, are they? The ball goes down to Volker.
There he is.
Puts it up and in.
That's where he needs to score from, right there.
Got to tell you, Volker's been my MVP at least in this game. Done everything for the Vikings tonight.
Yeah.
Except shoot threes. We'll give him a pass because that's not his game.
Volker picks up his third team foul, his third personal foul there, I said, and it's a team foul number 4 on the Vikings.
3:33.
Oh, look at that pickpocket by Dawson.
Dawson comes the other way with the ball. Switches hands, it looks like. Puts it up.
That might be the one that's going to break the Camel's back with a commanding lead now, 61-46.
Shows what leader Dawson is to take that ball away and put it in like that.
That was sneaky, like a cat. He sat back and he kind of baited him a little bit. And quick as a cat, he reached out there and stole it away, right pickpocketed him and took it in for the easy deuce.
Ball comes in from the Pride into the corner to Janice, who fires up a 3. That one goes. Still not going away quite easy, or quite yet, as Dawson gets the ball with 2:53 remaining. Defended by number 5 for the Pride. As Dawson drops it off to the right corner for Jones. Dribbles, comes back out to the right wing. Back up top. Off Heritage. Ball remains with the Vikings.
Mustafa Sine wrote to reach around, tried to knock it away from Dawson, but he knocked it right out of bounds.
Pride with 2 more substitutions here. As it looks like we may have a timeout here.
We have a timeout in the court. I want to give a quick shout out to my daughter who texted us. She's listening to our broadcast tonight. She's trying to tell me that she's studying down there at William & Mary. I don't know if she's at a keg party doing a keg stand or what she's doing, but she told me she was studying but took a break out to listen to our broadcast.
Well, that's very good news that builds up.
You know who plays basketball down there, don't you?
I guess our own Paul Rowley.
Paul Rowley's still there. I think he's in his 16th year there.
See that he's been there a while.
I think he's the only college athlete to be in law school and playing college basketball. Is that right, Rod? I'm serious. He's in law school and he's still playing hoops.
I believe that is true.
Mary. Yep.
You're allowed to as graduate student.
And if you're listening, Paul, welcome to the broadcast.
Well, I'm sure he's listening.
Replay.
Here we go, replay.
Some replay action here.
Steal and going the other way.
Oh, he picks his pocket. There he goes. Look at Trent. Smooth as silk. Hangs in the air again. Easy deuce.
The dagger there, potentially.
Anybody how do we know how many points this guy has? Check with the statistician, would you?
Yeah. Statistician messed it up, all right?
I think that's 22 for him.
Yes.
At least.
2:40 to play.
And if we're off a little bit, we apologize.
And the Vikings are going to end their one-game losing streak.
As their one-game losing streak looks like it will be an end here.
My bad. There we go.
Whoa. Look at that play by number 13. That's hustle. Wow. Gio Seigler
Adams
sneaks in and hustles and steals it away from Adams.
Adams struggled a little bit at that play as he gets it back, spins it into the lane there, puts it up from about the free throw line and in.
And the Heritage head coach is giving it to the official on the way down. He wanted to travel on that one. He thought that Adams left his feet and came back down.
Defended by Adams. Comes up short. Rebounded by Obeid. Dawson collects it. Drives the lane. Gets into the basket. And gets fouled.
He is really taking it to the hole aggressively tonight.
Can't be denied tonight for old
head coach William Hatchett beside himself.
Looks like we 1-1 here for the Vikings. As we get 13 for the Pride, his third foul. Team 7th.
So where are they? Are they tomorrow night? Are they home here or are they at Parkview? Must be at Parkview, I guess.
Dawson sinks the first one. 2:07 remain. Scored.
Parkview really struggling this year. Yeah.
They are. This is, I guess, a nice way to put it, Bill, but I'd agree. They are struggling.
I think maybe you, me, and Rock could give them a game.
1 of 2 for the line at the line for Dawson. 64-51. 1:55 in the fourth. Janice looks to the left wing.
Oh, he's going to get 3. He's fouled on the 3.
Comes down a little awkward there.
Looked like Obeid might have clipped him a little bit on the follow-through.
Ziegler come up limping a little bit.
He's got 3 free throws coming.
One of the cardinal rules of basketball, Don't foul the jump shooter.
But it's going to be tough to erase a 13-point deficit with 3 free throws.
Definitely. You just don't want to get in the bad habits. As put up the first shot that's missed. 2 more.
The jungle still having fun in their Hawaiian garb over there. They're still loud. Oh, they're loving all these mysteries.
In and out on the second one.
Yeah.
Third time maybe a charm here.
Uh-oh. They're going to love it if he goes 0 for 3 from the line.
Surprised they didn't chant warm up the bus.
Oh!
Misses the trifecta.
He misses all three. And the jungle is all over that poor kid.
I bet you the Heritage coach is seeing stars after that one. Tennell gets it up, loses it, comes back with it, dumps it to the left wing, and puts it out to Dawson. Defended by Heritage. Comes to Dawson again. Dawson drives the lane, fires it up to Adams, just inside the 3 line. Puts
Janice,
it up,
and
misses.
Dawson just picks his pocket
Rebounded
underneath.
by Janice.
And then Janice throws him under the stands.
Definitely looked like a flagrant there. I don't know.
Little frustration there.
If it needed to push him out of bounds like that.
Well, he came over and gave him sportsmanship there. He shook his hand. I think a little frustrated. He had to rebound. Didn't know that Dawson was behind him. Dawson picked his pocket and he threw him in the stands.
Janice with the 3rd foul. Team foul 8th. 1-1. Okay. Dawson with first shot made. One more here.
Some visitors in the control room.
I waved him in.
That's your daughter?
No. I don't know who it is.
1:16 left in the game here as Sheridan shoots up a 3. Misses. Outletted to Dawson, who takes it towards the baseline, throws it over to the left corner. Back out to Adams as he holds the ball. Waste a few seconds here.
All right, now there's a minute to go. Like I said earlier, this would be a good time to get some of these kids in the game. Stoppage of play. They got a commanding lead. There's a minute left. Let's get some of these guys in there. Ben Hill, Jackson, Eli, Santmeyer. I'd like to see him out on the floor.
Definitely. I think Dawson should take the opportunity to put some of the guys who don't play a lot out there.
Not that anybody's asking me. I'm just going to offer that out there.
Well, if they're listening, I'm sure they'll take our advice some of the time. Dawson at the line again. Looks like he's making a living there tonight. Puts up another shot. Rims out round, goes in. One more shot remain here. Dawson sinks that one.
Oh, here we go. Well, look at that. See that? Look what's happening.
Looks
what
like
did we just say?
Looks like a hockey line.
Look what we just said. If I was the coach, the man to play, I'd like to see him get on the floor. Look.
Looks like a hockey line change there.
Does he got a wire on us? Is he listening to us?
He does.
He may have a few connections down there to relay our messages to him.
Oh, look at that.
Call an offensive foul.
So on the floor right now, we got Santmeyer.
Brown.
Number 20, John Santmeyer. We got Tyler Brown, Jake Owens, and we got number 30, Ben Hill, along with 24, Jackson Eli.
Definitely good to see the young guys, or the guys who don't play a lot.
Well, just like that, Mustafa Sine steals it.
It looks like the timeout called by Heritage.
No, they're not going to put him back in, are they?
Full timeout.
They are.
With 40.9 left. Vikings still up 68-54.
They turn it over. It's still a 14-point lead. I don't know what they may be taking them all out. They gave up 5 quick points.
So, barring a miracle here, looks like the Vikings will go up or walk out victorious here
Look
tonight.
at that. There's my daughter. She's chiming in. She heard the shout out. She must be really studying.
Well, I appreciate everyone that listened to our broadcast tonight, especially Bill's daughter.
We got thousands. We're going. what's the term? We're going viral, Ben.
We're going
viral.
Next game is Wednesday, girls against Champ.
All right. Well, little programming note here that
Okay.
the
We're going to be coming to
yes,
you.
we'll be coming to you Wednesday night, weather permitting. Girls versus Champ, I believe that's who they're playing, and me and Bill will be here for the call, along with Mr. Rod Ogren as usual. So that's Wednesday, girls at home versus Champ. Me and Bill will be on the call again.
The Rigatoni and Ravioli show will be live Wednesday night from Valley.
So definitely stay tuned and pay attention to the local weather just in case. As that is...
They took them all out. They did.
They did.
They
It
took
looks
all 5 of them out. They gave up 5 quick points.
very quick trigger tonight by Dawson. I'm not sure about that one, but he's the coach, and we're just up here calling a game. 35.
Here they come again. All right. They got a quick tongue lashing, and they're coming back in. Don't give up 5 points in 5 seconds.
Dawson looks like he may have a career as a hockey coach after sending in 5 at a time.
All right.
Final seconds here as Pride bring the ball past midcourt. Back to the right wing, fires a shot.
Oh, you can't
Nothing
stop.
but net there.
You can't stop that. He just threw up a long bomb, and he dropped another one in. Oh, there's another turn. Oh, no. They're going to
Vikings getting sloppy
give up 6 points
at the
again.
end of the game here.
All right, there
As
we
the
go.
ball comes off the rim, rebounded by the Vikings. Probably just behooved the Vikings just to hold on to the ball and get fouled and go to the line here. I don't know if Coach Dawson can handle too much more of this. Ball getting knocked around all over the place.
Santmeyer absorbing some constructive criticism there from the coach about the sloppy turnover.
As Brown's at the line here. Fouls on number 3 for the Pride, his second. As Brown sinks the first free throw. 70-57 Vikings. About 8.8 seconds left here. The second foul shot goes up.
Nice to see Tyler Brown knocking down a couple of free throws.
As the final seconds count down, Heritage throws that ball away. Inbounded by the Vikings to Brown. Brown just holds on to it, runs the rest of the timeout. And with that, your final score tonight is the Loudoun Valley Vikings 72, Heritage 57.
All right, well, I enjoyed working with you again, Mr. Latrario, and I'm glad all of you out there on the broadcast enjoyed it as much as I did. Rod Ogren with the replays. We had some Hawaiian surfboards, some orchids, little Hawaii 5-0 action. The jungle was live, and the Vikings got there we go. Look at that. It's like magic. Look at that. Can it stay up there, or is it just no?
And with all this...
I mean, I can't even see. Is that Gilligan's Island? Who was that?
And with all this wonderful commentary, I'd like to thank my partners on the booth here, Mr. Bill Russatella, Rod Ogren.
Look at that.
And to all our sponsors, thank you. And for that, we'll sign off for the night.